Hello shape enthusiasts and welcome back to another episode in our 1000% hard factory series with platform multipliers, blueprints and everything set to 1000%. It's been slow going so far, but from the last episode to this episode we have now completed milestone 5, which allows us to unlock trains, and that's going to greatly speed up all our progression going forward. So we need to set up our milestone 6 factory. But before we do that, maybe we should kick off some of our pin tasks real quick. This one is now completed. For the next shape, we just need to stack on another blue shape on top of this one, it looks like. That shouldn't be too hard. We need to create this shape because we currently don't have it, but we do have nearly 1 million blueprint points now, so I don't anticipate that to be too difficult. So let's go here and see what we can do. We do have this shape right here, so maybe we should leverage something like this. We will still continue to manually build the easy stuff to conserve whatever blueprint points we have. You might think that 1 million is quite a lot, but trust me, it will disappear very, very quickly. Let's get that out. We will rotate this into the right orientation, which requires a 180-degree rotation. So let us pick up our Mark II blueprint 180-degree rotator and slap that at the end of this thing. Now, we should be able to belt that over to meet wherever that shape is being made. I believe this section is our blueprint point section. Oh, it's kind of being made right here, but it does need to get painted blue. Maybe for, oh man, do I want it to share? I don't want it to share this blue thing because when we delete this factory later, it's going to be a bit of a pain. We might like forget what the heck's going on. So maybe I'll just have a new blue thing being created. So I'll just grab this. Oh, by the way, last episode, we also unlocked level 3 technology. So we can now upscale all of our factories to level 3. Plenty of stuff to do this episode. Hopefully not too much idling. So we'll bring our blue over here and we'll paint this blue using our blueprint for Mark II painter. We'll still do this Mark II. All the stuff that we currently have is still working on 2 levels. I'm not going to upgrade the stuff that we currently have yet. We will just build all the new stuff with 3 levels, and hopefully that will help a lot with getting things done faster. But that should all be oriented correctly now, and that would allow us to simply just stack this on. You can notice the blueprint cost of everything is quite expensive. We do need to ensure this thing is on the bottom, so let me just double check that it is not. So we use undo, which refunds our blueprint points rather than deleting and slapping down a new blueprint, which is what we're used to doing. It is fun playing the game with the blueprint limit. It does give us a new resource to manage. Yes, we got trains, I gotcha. That's fine, that's fine. This thing is done completely. So let's unlock this, get ourselves some more research points. Oh wait, sorry, I said we were going to unlock level 3. We haven't actually unlocked level 3 yet. So let me go to our operator, let me claim some more technology points, and let me go to our technology tree, upgrades, and let's get level 3 done. So we unlock the 3rd floor. That's going to greatly boost all our stuff. In fact, let's just quickly redo our milestone factory first to allow for level 3. That means instead of these, I can upgrade these manually. Maybe I should just upgrade these manually. Let's see how much my level 3 blueprint costs, just to compare. So this is a painter. So if I just slap down a new level 3 painter, that's 80k. That's a lot. I only have 900k. So maybe we should just manually, the limits of this game. Maybe we should just manually upgrade this to level 3, right? Oh, nope. I want to take the 2nd level and just copy that, and we should just be able to take that up 1 level, and that should just be our Mark III blueprint. I think we slapped down the our blueprint redesign, which is all Mark III blueprints, but because we didn't have level 3, just deleted all our top layer. So where it's easy, I will just manually add the 3rd layer. So we'll do that for this one as well. We need to get the inputs working as well, so we can't forget that. This is our blueprint point generator, so we definitely need that to be functioning at like maximum throughput. So at the moment, what are these things doing? Are these rotators? Oh, they're just rotating. Are these functioning at Mark II? Oh man, that's annoying. I didn't leave enough space to turn these into Mark III. Now I'm using this for this shape. All right, well, blueprint point generation is going to have to wait for a bit. to be upgraded, but that's fine. We'll come back to that later. When this shape gets out of our way, we can probably start upgrading to Mark 3. So let's start going through and doing stuff on, we'll quickly do this shape to get it kicked off while we're waiting. Then we will start doing some stuff with trains to get things going a bit quicker. No rush, guys. We just take everything slow. Holy crap. The change from this shape to this shape is like absolutely massive. What the heck? So it's basically a full circle checkerboarded. One of them is colored red. So do I have a full circle and a red nearby to where I'm doing this? I have a red. I believe I built this with a full circle nearby in mind, right? Unless I just went crazy when I saw the emerald. Well, there's a full circle here. I have to pipe it all the way back. There's no red anywhere. I could pipe it back and then forward. Yeah, we'll just pipe it back. We have trains now. We can gut all this and replace it with trains, right? That's not going to be a huge shoot. So let's do that. Again, this is still Mark 2. So let me just do it as a Mark 2 instead of a Mark 3. So we'll take the red circle. We'll bring the full red circle back and we'll process the red circle, the checkerboarding process over there somewhere. So let's build that out. We'll bring the circle all the way back to the red. I think we need to checkerboard it first because only half the checkerboard needs to be colored red. I believe I have in my Mark II blueprints a full to diagonal thing that I made. And that should take one full belt and output 2 full belts of diagonal shapes. One of those can be colored red. So do I have a color maker? Nope. I'll just slap one down like that. And we will take belt. We'll take half this belt and then we'll color that. Is this oriented in the correct direction? Ah, beautiful. So we'll take our Mark II blueprint, our painter. Still working on Mark II, guys. It's all good. We'll switch everything up to Mark III slowly and everything will be fine. So that will make our red one, and then we need to make our clear one. Oh, not a clear one, but our uncolored one. And then these two need to become friends. So let's get that happening. Why does it do that? It's annoying. So stacking. So Mark II stacker, and we make sure the uncolored is at the bottom. So let's have a look. That is going up to the top, I believe. So we need to flip it with an F, and then that should be at the bottom. That should get us that layer, and that layer can stack with this layer and form the final shape. So that is already being stacked. Now order does matter. This needs to be on the top, so that is not on the top, so we need to flip it. Oh, I can't wait to use my Mark III blueprints with all the labels, and oh, I don't even have labels. I just realized I haven't unlocked labeling and stuff. Oh man. Maybe we should just unlock labels, but our research points are so precious at the moment. We don't have the luxury of doing things like that at the moment. I really need, I might need some like train stuff temporarily. Like I kind of want to just save for the vortex delivery, but that's 60. In the meantime, I might need to unlock some extra train colors. I don't know, like filler wagon. No, I don't need a filler wagon, but fluid wagons and stuff like that. I kind of need that. Oh, so many things I need. We'll see. We'll see, guys. We'll figure it all out slowly, as we've always done. But at the moment, this shape should be being produced. That shape should be being produced. Before I do trains, let's try to figure out the new milestone. We've got to get those milestones going because they're the thing that takes the longest milestones. But now with trains, hopefully everything will be good. With this milestone unlocked, we'll get color mixing, which will be super handy. So let's have a look at what this is. This shape, again, I need to find more of this shape. I feel like this shape is being used a lot in a lot of places. This one is an emerald. And then we're just putting another shape on top of it. I don't think we're going to have the luxury of being able to perfectly find these shapes. But then what? There's a star on that. What? And then does it change the layer order? Because the green star is now interwoven into between these layers. All right, so basically I just need these 4 layers. I need red, green, blue. And then I need emerald, circles, squares, and stars. I basically need every single thing. All right, awesome. Let me just go find an emerald real quick. And I'll be right back because emerald is always the thing that's the hardest to find. Alright guys, I see a full emerald here, so I'm going to drop my location marker for this. Let me just grab my milestone, grab the final shape in the milestone, we'll copy the shape code, drop a marker, and we will call this milestone 6. So this full emerald just needs to be blue, which is not a problem. So let's go do that first, and we'll make this a Mark III blueprint, even if it is a bit costlier. Let's see if I can do this with 800k blueprint points. So we'll get the full emerald. Mark III. Well, I have my blueprint bar now. I can use my blueprint bar again, guys. Amazing. We can extract the shape. Extracting the shape costs 10,000 blueprint points. We can extract the fluid. Extracting a fluid costs 6,000. I don't know why the shape is so much more expensive than the fluid, but whatever. Now we can belt these two together somewhere. Let's go halfway point is as good as any, right? Then we just need to paint that shape. Got to refamiliarize myself with my own blueprint bar. So we'll get that painted, and then that's going to output to like a train. We're going to deliver by train this time, guys. All right, great. So that's going to output by train. Then we need this shape. Well, we've got a half circle here. Can we do better than a half circle? Is there a 3/4 circle somewhere? There's a 3/4 circle with the wrong bit. Oh, that exact shape and green. What? Amazing. That's handy. We needed this shape and there's a green there. Okay, let's just do that as well then. Oh man, my blueprint points is going to disappear real quick now, guys. All right, but when our blueprint points disappear, we'll do some stuff with trains, you know, and get things going a little bit faster. So this one, we can just drop ourselves a shape extractor and a color mixer as we've always done. Nice and easy stuff, guys. Nothing complex here. We will grab a belt. And we will grab a pipe, and eventually at some point these two shapes need to meet somewhere and get stacked properly. But for now, I think this place is as good as any to build this milestone factory. So we will build our painter, and I believe that is the correct direction. It is, and that should satisfy both these two shapes for now. Now that we have trains, we might as well use them. I don't think I'm going to get to 60 research points anytime soon, so I might need just a train line of some sort, because they can't share one train line at the moment, right? I don't think I have a blueprint thing that deals with things one train at the moment, so I might need to just manually do this. I don't need a tutorial again, thank you game, but I'm good. We need a shape loader, so should we give ourselves plenty of room to work? We'll get this out over here. So maybe we should flip it like that. We should belt something over to, I'm just trying to remind myself how trains work again. So then we got a train line, but can they share a line to back to base? Should we build this properly? Where is even an entrance for my train at the moment? We should decommission our factory. Which one did we... Oh, let's claim some operator, much needed research points. But which one did we decommission? I believe this one is now completed. Let me just double check. All right, so we can decommission this line and get rid of that. What is this shape? Is this shape just like residual stuff? No, this is milestone 1's shape. Why is it delivering like barely any? Right, because it's only one belt of it, right? Yeah. Okay, milestone 1, that's fine. But we have that now. I think we need more vortex inputs and stuff now because, yeah, it's kind of struggling. But let's decommission this line and then we'll figure out how to get the 2 new shapes in because it's going to kind of need a lot of stuff. So let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of this. All right, cool. That line is decommissioned. I guess since the shape is on this side, we should build the unloader here, right? So let's start messing around with a little bit of vortex stuff. This thing is coming now, but that's fine. I kind of want to rejig the belting because I'm going to need vortex stuff. So, oh, so much things to do. Let me think about how to do this. I think I definitely need vortex inputs to keep everything kind of going. So I think I'll invest the 15 into vortex inputs for now. That gives us 1 more input on each side. Oh man. So I need to shift 2 of these inputs over here. Then I can have 4 coming in the middle. And then I need to shift everything over 1. Oh man, that's so expensive. That is super expensive. Wait, it's 12k. That's not too bad. Let's shift everything over 1 then. Like that. That's only 18k. I think that's worth doing, right? Because what a headache that would be to do manually. And then these need to all be sort of shifted over 1 as well. Am I doing that right? Do I need to shift it over 1 or do I just need to like copy this over 1 and then redo the other side of inputs? Let me try that. Basically to deal with the top inputs, wait, these do need to be shifted over 1. Maybe I can just shift this part over 1. Like this. Yeah, I think that works better. Then I can just copy this over. I'm trying to save my blueprint points, guys, because you think there's 600k, but that's gonna burn through real quick as we build our factories. But yeah, now I think I want, now there's one free here, one free here. Wait, is that what I want? There's only one free here. No, two free here, sorry. Yeah, so there's two free here. I need to reroute two of these over there. So let me get rid of this and reroute these two over this side. Just do that manually, that's fine. 1, 2. Go up. The easy belts to route, we'll just manually route them ourselves. If they're difficult to route, then we will figure it out. Have to invest your blueprint points wisely in this mode, because they ain't free, are they? Alright, so that sorts out that belt. Now, does that mean I can have 4 belts coming straight in from this one now? Is that what that means? Like this one. Shouldn't these 4 be centered? Not yet. Not centered yet. Right, that's annoying. 3. Let me just cut this. And 4. So now I got a third input, guys. That's very handy. Let me just copy this one up. Wait, trying to select the right things. Copy that up. So that fixes that one. And now I've got 4 more inputs. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And that can deal with this. It's a really weird number of inputs I have at the moment. So that's why I'm getting a little bit confused. But that's fine. We'll figure it out, guys. We'll figure it out. So that's there. It's still a very bespoke inputting. I just increased the input capacity by 1 more sort of side to load in, which will be super handy for what we're about to do now. So let me just, oh man, let me just copy this and get it up. That's 3k. I can afford it because I can't be bothered dealing with this mess of belts. So these 4 are now going in, these 4 are going in, these 4 are going into here and here. Excellent. So that opened up 1 more input, and I can do something similar on the other side, but I won't do that right now. At some point when we need it, if we can afford the final vortex input, then we can sort all our vortexes. But at least this opens up 2 inputs for trains, right? So let's do the unloading station. So somewhere the trains need to unload, and I want the train line to be coming in like this, right? Our usual cardinal rails, so I don't have to deal with it. I think I might need to unlock, I don't even have enough research points to unlock the trains at the moment. So we might need like multiple cardinal rails. I have no idea. With only 1 train line on each direction, but that's annoying, but whatever. We'll figure it out. Maybe we can do something with the locomotives and do like 2 unloading stations. So say we got shape routing. We'll have to do something tricky for in the meantime. Eventually I get vortex launchers and none of this will be a problem anymore. But for now, it is definitely a problem. So let me flip that over. So say I have 3, we'll do 3 unloaders because each side has 3 inputs, right? That only makes sense. And then we can belt that into the various inputs, making sure we have enough room for our trains to move. But something like that, right? That'll unload. I think I need 1 more tile of space. So let's go back out because the train needs a stop, right? So let's grab a stop and put it at the end, and it needs 1 tile to turn. So we definitely need to leave room for that, but that should unload. And now we just need to get our train to stop here. So let me grab a rail and let's run it all the way back. Oh man, I'm loving having trains already. Let's get that over. Let's go back to our new milestone area and we will figure out the loading. So whenever there's loading, I'm just going to build 3 loading stations so I know which one's going to load where. I probably want these things to load on the first 2, not the first 3. That way 1 train can service sort of both, right? So let me just try to figure this out. We'll prototype with 1 as we always do. So there's going to be a train stop here. There's going to be a train here, and the train's going to have 3 wagons. So let's get our shape wagon. Yep, thank you for placing locomotive wagons. I know what to do. So we'll get 3 wagons like that, and that should pick it up on the middle wagon and then drop it off on the middle wagon in theory. We should also put multiple stops, 1, 2, 3, and then here. So it can pick up more than 1 load at a time. So that means we need 6 wagons, 1, 2, 3. And that should sort that out. Then we should take it over I mean, we should take it down, but in this specific case, we should take it over this way to pick up the second load of cargo over here. So maybe, how much does it cost to just copy and paste this little shenanigan over here? Let's have a look. It shouldn't cost that much, right? Oh, wait. It costs nothing? No blueprint points. Trains don't cost blueprint points. What? That doesn't make any sense. Am I not reading that right? 12 platform units, no blueprint points. So I can copy, I can slap down entire train things very easily. Oh man, I'm loving trains. But I think as you play this game on challenge mode, the longer you play, the more irrelevant challenge mode is going to become. Because you can imagine when we get our blueprint factory making that 20-point cost thing, it's going to very, very easily make millions of points that we can never get through. And yeah, once we get trains and everything happening on level 3, we can double, triple our import to deal with all these huge numbers. But that's fine. That should now drop off. We do need more train stops. So let me grab this rail, and so it's 1, 2, 3. Is that just, should that just stop here? I'm gonna have to test this, but that doesn't look right. I think it's 1, 2, 3. What? I have no idea what that just did. I didn't look. Why is this getting loaded incorrectly? I want it to load both. So it's 1, 2, and stop. So it goes 1, 2, third stop. Right, that makes sense. So we'll do the same thing over at home. Over here, so it goes 1, 2, and third stop. So that's where it stops, and that should work, right? Give it a little hook. I need to test if it works. Well, it dropped off one load here. I'm just gonna not waste this stuff, so this can just go onto this platform and drain its load as well. And over here we need to hook up the green to the actual thing so it loads up. It is loading up, excellent. That is also in the wrong place, so let me bring that up 1, and that should get that going, and hopefully we see that ticking off now. This thing is working now, and I believe there's probably enough on the belt to deal with it. So when this ticks over, we'll gut this thing and replace it with a train as well, and that train can probably use the third rail on this side. This is a cheap way to do 3 inputs worth without using various colors, so that'll allow us to save the technology points for other things which we desperately need. Milestone shapes I don't really care about right now. This thing is delivering, that's fine. I really want to get my blueprint factory online, so maybe we should get this milestone done super quick. So let me focus on that milestone for now. So the sooner we get rid of this, we can gut the factory. So what is happening next? So on top of that, we need to add in another weird 3/4 shape. Let me just pin that weird 3/4 shape and look for it somewhere around my area. Is that just exactly that shape? No way. What is this, like my seed, or is this on purpose? I don't know. I'm scared, guys. I'm scared. This is exactly the shape we need to stack onto it. So let me just set that up for now. Because the sooner we can get rid of this factory, the sooner I can expand my blueprint factory to 3 levels. Because at the moment, I think my blueprint factory is causing some issues. How close is this to where we're doing things? Not very. Alright, let's get this going first, because we've got to get it to meet down here somewhere. Because that's where this thing is being produced, and then it's getting stacked over here to make out that shape. Yeah, that's quite a long travel time, and I don't want to set up trains for this right now. So let's just get that going. Is there a clever way I can stack this onto here from here? Because what's this producing? This is producing the bottommost shape, and that's the topmost shape. Nope, that's not going to help me. All right, so let me just quickly do that. So let me grab a shape extractor, and we'll just extract it out this way. I know it's Mark 3, whatever. Get it going under. Get it to maybe just follow this belt. I don't know where it goes. Oh my god, look how long this belt is. I think it goes here for the next layer extraction, but it needs to be rotated at some point. So we'll just do the, I guess we'll just do the rotation here, right? It's going, the emerald needs to be on the top right. So where is the emerald right now? The emerald is on there, so it needs this clockwise 90-degree rotation. So we can grab our rotator blueprint. This is still Mark 2, so let me save some blueprint points by using the Mark 2 version. So rotator counterclockwise. Clockwise, did I say? I think it's clockwise. We'll come back and check on it, but yeah, it's not ready yet. I think there's still quite a lot of that shape to deliver, but that's fine. We can get that delivering. I think maybe now that we have trains, we should get milestone 4's factory out of the way somewhere. So maybe while we're waiting for all this to happen, do we do this? Let's check on this one, because this one looks like it hasn't been kicking over for a while, so I'm probably producing the wrong shape. That is correctly producing the BMW sign, and that is correctly producing that shape. Okay, it's just taking its sweet time to get over to the end. Yeah, and I want to save that. Yeah, I want to get some rails going, because at the moment we don't have any rails, and that is slowing us down. But to get rails, we need to get milestone 1 out of the way, I believe. So let's quickly, milestone 1. I keep calling it milestone 1 because it's the first milestone, but it's actually milestone 4. So let's get that out of the way. Let's figure out what is the component of milestone 4. Well, we're trying to make this thing, right? So let's just copy that. Well, we know we're basically making this. But yeah, let's figure out a better place to make that. Let me just quickly check around. Alright, well, I think this is probably the best candidate since this shape already exists as a whole. I just need to split it in half and then cut it, right? I don't know if I have I don't have a perfect splitter that splits a non-uniform shape into 2 and outputs both sides, so we might have to design that custom. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll use all Mark III blueprints now, so we'll extract the shape. Then we will build a custom platform to do this. And I think I might do a proper blueprint on this one, guys, because it seems like a useful thing to split a shape in half, right? But first I need to rotate this in the direction I want to split it. So that's clockwise 90 degrees. No, counterclockwise 90 degrees. I have the circle right here. I don't know why I keep trying to figure this out, but I'm an idiot, don't worry. Don't worry about me, guys. I'm an idiot doing idiot things. So we'll chuck a foundation down. And we will make this work with one thing, right? So basically, it's just a cutter. It's going to be super simple. Wait, my 1 to 2. Yeah, no, it won't work the way I've currently got it, because the one that I currently have in my blueprint design series assumes that it's. I'll just slap one down and I'll undo it to get my points back. But this one assumes that we rotate the shape back into its proper thing, but we can't do that in this case. So we need to build one that works with maybe jumpers, either jumpers, or I have to build everything on a single layer and do pipe routing. So let me quickly figure out how to do that. So let me get my cutting and we'll drop a cutter down here. So at first we get these 2 shapes. We need 4 cutters, right? Something like this. Then these 2 shapes need to merge together. So if I use belts to do that, to keep everything on one level, I know I can't fit this design into a 2x1, but basically one needs to go out this side and this needs to go out this side. Let's see if we can somehow fit this, and then we need input, right? Something like this. Is there a jump that's big enough to go over this? There's no way you can sort of fit this design into itself. I know that. Someone did suggest you can flip it and do it like that. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then we flip it again. No, this way. So maybe we can interlock 2 in like that and then do another 2. I like that. Let me just do the belting here properly. So the output of this shape goes this way. Let me cut the belt so I know where the symmetry line is. The output of this belt goes this way. No, this is not right. So we'll get the input in like that. Then, I mean, it's a cool idea, but the thing is, I don't know if it's gonna work at the end. So let me just flip this horizontally like this, and then we can weave it in together like that, right? Is that the goal? Yeah, that's probably the most space-saving way to do it. I'm just trying to find out where the center line is. Center line is like that. So now we can center this whole thing, and then we can see we need some room for belting, so we'll put here, and then we'll do this all the way at the very end to leave whatever room for belt shenanigans we need. An extra tile is always helpful. So let's see if we can get the input belts in. That should be the easy part. So if we get the input belts in like this, well, this one shouldn't go here. This one should, one definitely needs to go out the left and the right, and then one needs to go out. So there's going to be an easy output and a hard output. But basically something like this belt can go in here. Then we need to get 2 belts out. So I think we're going to do the hopping shenanigans. We'll hug it close. So let's just get these 2 belts like this, and then we'll figure out the hops. So one needs to, where's the input for the next one? That's the input line. So one needs to input there. Oh, this input line can be done by this one, right? So let's hop this one over first. And we need to skip all the output lines. So let's go backwards. Oh. Let's work backwards. So we need the input to come in like this. Then we need that there, right? So that will input into this one. And again, we'll work backwards from the other one. So there needs to be a hop over here. And that will input into here. Then the other one needs to also hop. And let's see if this works out perfectly. But I'm not sure it will. Basically, it needs to... Oh, man, it's going to take up much needed space. But that's fine. We'll try to figure it out. It needs to hop in there and then input like this, right? Working backwards is usually the best way forward sometimes. Then that needs to hop there, but there's no space there. So we can only hop here. Then how do we connect these two? Well, we'd have to hop that. We can't hop this whole area. Damn. This is kind of difficult, this one. It should be fine, because I can do some shenanigans with the output belt. Let's just hop it. Let's just get the input working first, because this can always output like backwards and into there, right? If I really need to. So let's just like get this shenanigan. Let's put a belt in here to remind us that's going in that way. Then we can hop this one over to meet this one. That's that one. So yeah, basically we want to do that. Something like that. That's the 4 inputs in. So we'll backwards hop this. Backwards hopping is kind of difficult. So that's that one, which hops into that one. What about this one? This one needs a hopper and a hopper and a hopper. Is that it? This one is this hopper. Maybe I should have done one at a time. Let me just figure this out. So that's this hopper. This hopper goes into that one. So something needs to connect into this hopper, which is probably there. And then there. And then that needs to connect into that. Alright, that's fine. Like that. Let's just test if all the inputs are getting fed by something. So I think since the hopping is happening on this side, maybe this output can go out. Oh man, the outputs are going to be super difficult because of these hoppings. Alright, let's just try. So if we get, let's try with this output going out this side. So that's definitely going to go there. This is the same thing as that. So hopefully something is going to get produced here. Let me just quickly check this because this should have arrived by now. So that's there. And then that's there. And then that's there. What is this one then? I think that one goes there. Nope, that's not right. Hold on. I just don't want to create extra hoppers because... So what is this one then? We're going to have to redo these hoppers at some point. So this one's not doing anything, I believe. Nope, that was doing something. That's that one. And that's that one. And that's getting that one. Alright, that's fine. So this belt probably needs to like go up here and go out. This side is probably the easy side. So let's just do the easy side first. This belt needs to go up and there's enough space to do this. Like that. And then this one is super easy. But then there's going to be the hard side. So the hard side, let's have a look at the hard side. That one is going to be this one and these two are going to be the hardest belts to get out. So what is a way out for this belt? So maybe we need to hop this. We can hop that by doing something like this. And that can go in here. And that gives this thing a path out. So we can go like here, here, here. Loop this around and up. So that's one out. The second one's out is kind of hard, but also doable by doing that. Like this. And then following this out. So that's 2 out. But then how do we get this one out? This one's out is from here. So we need to hop. That definitely needs a hop. Like that. And then we can get that out like this. I think it's doable, guys. Then this last one just goes straight out. And that should give us our full output. And now I have bins to test. So I can test the bins and then undo to get my blueprint points back, guys. Oh man, life is hard. Alright, let's claim some much needed pointage. But that looks like a full belt of that half, and that looks like a full belt of that half to me. What about to you guys? You think we're ready to copy and paste this blueprint? I mean, there's some gaps happening, so let me just double check. Let it run for a bit and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. It looks like we do have a bug somewhere, which is this one. Why is this one not doing anything? Because somehow I have cut the output line to there. It's so hard to troubleshoot this stuff. We fixed that part. This thing's hopper is not connected anymore. That's this thing's hopper. Something weird is happening here. This thing's hopper is meant to be here. Then here? Damn, that means I've cut that line. Can it be one back? Does that hurt anything? Hold on, I'm super confused here, guys. One sec. Let me just redo this part. Because I need this line. I need this line out. Because there's no other line for this to come out. So this needs to hop. And there's no other line for this one to come out. Okay, this is probably a little bit more complex than I initially thought. Maybe we can do something with these and get that out. Why does this need to do that? What if we don't use this midline? What if we get this out normally like this, and we can always change this later, but that allows some room over here for these two. There's got to be a way. Hold on. This is this line. That needs to definitely do that, but does it need to do it with a weird kink? Can it not just go out straight? Maybe if I get these out straight, it will help me visualize better how to hop these two things. There's got to be a better way to hop this. So if that one hops like that and that, that's great. And then hop there, and then that can just join. Then this one can hop anywhere else that it can fit. There, and then there. That's perfect. There, and there. So it needs to come in here, which means that needs to be a hop. Like that. Is that it? I'm not sure if that's it, but if that's it, then that can go around and up, and we are out. Let's have a look. So that's getting fed, and that's getting fed now. All right, cool. We'll let that run for a bit while we come back. Let me just quickly move my milestone marker here and save. Now with that done, we can probably deal with this shape first before we come back to our milestone, so we can get that going. We can unlock this shape, and now it's... What? It's making this extremely annoying and difficult. I really hate this shape. I really want to get this one done and out of the way and dusted. But we can cut the line, and we can get that milestone delivered by train as well while we're here. This might take a while, but I think I've built this in a way that all of the shapes that I possibly need are right here. So we need an emerald now, and more colors basically. So let me copy this, and we'll get the emerald out over here. And I built this crazy monstrosity over here to get the various rotations I need out of it. So let me just put that there. That used a lot of blueprint points, man. So basically we want the emerald out and split into 4 quarters, because apparently you can't stack first then color. So we need to color these individually, 1 red, 1 blue. So we'll grab a red like that. Just color it any which way over here somewhere, and then we'll grab a blue like that. Something like that. And then which emerald do we need to color? So the blue needs to be the bottom left. So is this giving me bottom left? Oh, perfect. That's giving me bottom left. And the red needs to be the top right, which this is not it. I think this is top right, isn't it? I believe this one will be top right, because I think I defaulted everything to top right. So we should just take this one and this one, bring them down, and in theory we should just be able to drop painters. So we want our Mark II painters, and we'll drop one on this side over here, make sure the paint's coming in the right direction, and then we'll flip that one and drop that on that side. And then these all need to then stack together with a top right one. So top right will be, so they start on the, sorry, top left. So they start on the top right. It needs to go through a 90-degree counterclockwise rotation like that. And then that and that can stack. So we can do something like this. And we can bring our Mark II stacker, and order doesn't matter here. So that can stack, and then the result of this needs to then go and stack with this thing. So we'll bring another one over, and that should stack that. I can redesign all of this spaghetti mess, but obviously with my blueprint point limitation, there is absolutely no shot in hell that is happening. So hopefully this gives me my now emerald layer, and that emerald layer needs to stack onto this, but now this green part needs to be not colored anymore. Eventually, let me just say, I don't want to decommission the green part, because eventually that green part needs to come back in. But for now, that green part just needs to stop. So I just get my blue part and my red part, and then I need to stack it with like a blue and a red. Like I left the last space here for a counterclockwise rotation. So let me do that. Oops. This way. So that one and this one needs to stack. Let me just stack one of them in at a time, because it doesn't matter what order we stack things in. Let me get that out. But basically, instead of stacking this, we need to now stack something else. So let me leave this stacker here, because we're definitely going to need it later. But it makes sense to stack this and this here. So let me do that. And order doesn't matter in this case. I just need to rotate and stack the square on first. Then we need to stack on the circle. The circle is coming out here, and it is the last quarter that we need to rotate. But again, we need a counterclockwise rotation. And then we need to get this out and stack it with the result of everything here. Like here. And it needs to stack like here somewhere. The order on this one does matter, because the circle needs to be on top. So we make sure the circle is on top, and it indeed is. So that should be that. Then the result of that needs to stack with my new emerald. So let me just cut all this crap. My new emerald is coming out here. So let me bring that spaghetti mess belt further down, and we'll stack it with this emerald. And that emerald is looking awfully correct to me. So let me grab a stacker, and we will get that stacking. But we need the emerald on the top layer, so that's the wrong way. So let me flip that, and that should be the final correct shape. And now we don't need to deliver by rail anymore, so we can get rid of that. We can go to, did we make a milestone for this? I think we can go to here, and we can copy the train loader, and we want to load it onto the last platform to share that final final rail, right? So let me do that. Flip, rotate again. Trying to figure out where the best place to put this damn thing is. All right, that'll do. We need this going into the final rail though. Don't want it overriding other shapes. All right, let's get that rail going out. And we'll have it meeting our main rail. Oh, look how long this thing is. Holy moly. Holy crap, I thought my game just crashed because it took like 5 minutes to delete that thing. Let me just save the game. We're 13 hours in now with all the waiting time. I know this is probably only episode 9 or something, so there's been like 4 hours of me just off camera just waiting for shapes to process. You guys might think that's kind of cheesing the mechanic a little bit, but I mean, come on. This is super annoying. So somewhere over here, I need it to meet the cardinal rail. So that's the cardinal rail. It's perfectly centered. So let me bring the cardinal rail all the way up to the 7. You can follow this belt across, about here. And then we just get that running all the way back home to meet that. And now we have a long ass cardinal rail that can deal with all the crap the game can throw at us. This has got the 2 stops I need. It's loading on the right spot. Then we can get that to meet that. That's all we need to do. So let's get that done. Then we need to decommission this line. I'm going to do it slowly because lag. I'll probably skip over this part. Alright guys, we are back. We've decommissioned that entire belt. We need to get this thing now belted in properly. So let's get that. Look at this train. It's collecting 2 things. How cute. And it's coming back and delivering that. And our milestone shape is getting delivered at breakneck speed, which is what I like to see. Yeah, this is like fully backed up, see? It can't even deliver anymore. Wait, is it? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. It's getting fully backed up because I haven't increased this to 3 levels yet. Oh, this is going to cost money. I don't want to do all of them. I just want to do like this section. So like here, all of this, and not that. But just this section. Oh no, I selected the wrong thing. Just want to take 1 layer of this section. And I want to take it up 3 levels. What? Did I just not copy that? Hold on. 1 second. Doing silly things, guys. Don't mind me. That and that and that. Copy that and we will go up to, oh, that's not right. Wait, that was right. It just looked wrong. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god, this wasn't even delivering on 3 levels this whole time. I'm an idiot, but that's fine. You guys will get used to me being an idiot, and that is perfectly fine. But now that should in fact deliver everything, and when our new shape comes, everything will be happy. This will get done even quicker now. We've got some operator points to claim, so let's claim some much needed operator points. Then I think we're saving for vortex delivery. That way we don't have to be limited by these 3 things, and our trains will deliver at double speed. Speed is super important, and I believe those technologies that deliver faster will help that more than how much I'm investing in this. Because if I invest 60 points into upgrading these 1 level versus upgrading the vortex delivery, I think that will definitely make a bigger difference, the vortex delivery. So that's good. Let's make sure this thing is working indeed. So let's go back to here and let's just check that that shape is indeed what we're trying to create. And it certainly looks like it, guys. It certainly looks like it. It's only delivering on 2 rails, which is fine by me, but it will slowly get done. Unfortunately, this train probably won't be able to keep up due to the huge amounts of distance, but definitely it's going to be faster than the damn rails that it was using before. This shape is almost done as well. This shape hasn't been being delivered for a really long time, so obviously I've done something wrong. Let's quickly check out what the heck is going on. Is this not the shape that I'm trying to deliver? Yes, it's not the shape I'm trying to deliver because obviously I've stacked these backwards. Excellent. Let's cut that, flip that, and get that stacked the right way. When a shape hasn't been getting delivered for a really long time, I definitely know it's definitely my fault. This thing's stuck on 18.3k. Why? Did I do something silly when I modified this, or is it just, no, it is moving. These are moving, these are moving, that's moving, that's excellent. So we can get back to our milestone 4 factory while that all happens, and we will try to finish that off real quick. So this is all working now, and something is still wrong because this is not a full capacity belt, and it should be. So it's still this belt, and something, this is all jammed here. So it's good to troubleshoot this stuff before we copy it all up, and that is also wrong. Something to do with this. Something is jammed here. Oh no, because that side is jammed and this side is also jammed, right? I think that has fixed it now. It looks like a full output belt of half circles, and the jumped one looks like a full output belt now. Alright, great. I think we fixed all the bugs in here. Everything else should be okay. All the others look like full output belts to me. So I'm going to copy this up 3 levels, and then we'll save this blueprint. And then that's it. We just need to get this delivered somehow. So we will, what should we save this blueprint as? Oh, I didn't reclaim my bin cost, but that's fine. But we'll save this blueprint as, it'll probably go in the blueprint redesign series folder because it is a proper, like, really nice blueprint. So we'll call this like halving the shape, kind of. It's like a cut, right? It's definitely like a cut, and then we'll say it goes out into 2 belts somehow with these belt icons. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not a graphics designer. I'm a data engineer, right? So I don't know what. So 2 belts, 3 things out into cut into 2 belts. I don't know. This is a half cutter. Asymmetric half cutter, asymmetric. Yeah, I think that's a good name for a half cutter asymmetric. So that will give me my squares and my things. I need 2 of these because, well, I don't need 2 of these. One of them is just the uncolored version. So I definitely need another like shape, and they need to be rotated to the correct orientation. So we'll do that. And then this one, these 2 need to be colored red and blue. So let me grab red and blue. We'll put a blue down here, and we'll bring the fluid over, and we will grab, which part is blue? The square. Is the square coming out this side? Perfect. So the square's coming out this side. We will get that to meet the blue. Like this. We'll build this somewhat cleverly since it is the final milestone factory. So let's bring our Mark III painter. Look at our blueprint points. They just vaporized. So next episode, hopefully we can finish off this shape, and then we can, you know, increase our double up our blueprint point generation. That'll heavily speed up our game. So that should get that colored blue. On this side, it needs to be colored red. So I need another copy of this flipped, and I need to input red paint onto this side. So let's quickly go and do that. So let's get the fluid in here. Oh, this is such a better way to make this shape than what I had before. It's so much happier with that. That's done. We'll come back to this. So let me go back to my blueprint points area. And let me just unlock the next stage of that shape, because we have all that set up ready to go right here, because we got that shape coming in. It's getting rotated out to the correct orientation. We need only to stack it with this thing in the right order. So let's just do that real quick. This shape needs to be on the bottom, which it is currently not. So let me put that, and then let me flip that. This thing is priority to get done. So let me just quickly check that that is indeed giving us the right shape. Once something gets stacked with something, I have faith that it is correct. Come on, let me capture one. There we go. That is looking very much like that, right? Can I zoom in on it? It's moving too fast, guys. Yeah, I just really want to make sure this is correct, because I don't want this wasting any more of my time. So that can go over. I mean, I can switch this to trains, but I don't really want to right now. Let's just quickly finish off milestone 4, and then we'll wrap up this episode. So this should give me blue squares. This should give me red half circles. Then I just need to stack the output of these 2 back together. And it doesn't really matter which order they get stacked in. So I'll just quickly stack these back together like this. And that should give me the top layer of that shape, which needs to get merged with the bottom layer of that shape. So something like that. We'll cut this belt and give it a little hop like this, and this can now stack together over here. Order does matter, so this needs to be the bottom layer. So I believe I need to flip this. Let's see if I can get this right the first time. No, I don't need to flip it. What? I missed my labels, guys. That's the bottom layer, and that's the top layer. So we got that. I think that's waiting just for blue, right? Yep, it's just waiting for the blue belt. That's fine. We can set up the train for it. Now we've got to figure out where we are for milestone 4 relative to our base, and figure out what train system to use. So now that that is done, we'll get it buffering into a train station first. So let's just borrow one of these train station blueprints with all of its glory. We will slap the train station down somewhere that makes sense, like here. I believe we want the train going that way, so it'll be something like this. That should work, right? And we can just use the back one, that's fine. Doesn't matter which one we use, we just gotta remember. I wanted to go with this because the side input is full, so I need to do my south cardinal rails. So let me decommission our old crappy factory, and that will free up one of the south cardinal sides. Let me clear up this and this. Don't need any of this crap anymore. Oh, excellent. We've freed up this side. So let me build my south cardinal rail real quick. I think that's a long enough rail. Where is my milestone 4 factory? Over here. So let's grab this rail and get it to meet. So this shape should get loaded into the back cart. We'll remember the back cart, guys. And then we need to get that in here and in here. So that should go over here. And we need a similar cargo unloading station. Is this really free to copy? That's crazy. Why is that free to copy? I don't understand. It doesn't cost anything to copy this thing. What? That makes no sense whatsoever, guys. But yeah, we got the rail coming in. Then the back one is getting loaded there, and we've already got the unloader for it, but we need to get that to level 3 as well. Don't forget that, guys, because otherwise we'll be just utilizing 2 levels of it. So we need this bottom thing here. And maybe we should, since we're doing this one, we should probably fix it properly so that it is actually outputting on the right belts. So like here and here instead. We'll just cut it. We'll just cut the top layer too. Screw it. We'll just copy the whole thing. We can afford, I say we can afford the blueprint cost, but look at my blueprint points, guys. It is dwindling fast. So that's going to be there. Then we can just copy all of this and we'll push it up 1 level, 2 levels. There we go. Done. Yep. That's happy with that. And that should take the new milestone 1 shape in via train. Beauty, guys. The middle rail for this one is kind of useless. I just got to remember because I don't have enough inputs to handle everything right now. But everything else is fine. This milestone factory, we need to redesign using trains as well. But we can do that anytime when we have nothing else to do. But at the moment, everything is looking great. Our blueprint points is looking terrible. This factory is slow as hell. Why? Let's have a look. Let's go back to our new milestone factory and let's see why it's slow as hell. My trains are not doing anything. Why are you not doing anything? Is it the length of the train or did I break the train? Is it because of this join over here? It doesn't know to go back to its individual train station. This train is going to pick up everything, but I think it's gotten confused now because of this train. So I think I do need 1 signal loading thing here. Oh man, that's annoying. Because of this one, I think our train has gone over. Because of this split, I think when the red train returns, it doesn't know. So I'm just going to cut this one for now. And when we get the thing that we need, we will, because it's more important that the milestone shape gets done. I wonder if there's a quick way we can separate this rail. So my rail idea doesn't work. It does work in that if you have it all on 1 rail, it knows to go back, like 1 train, but you can't have 2 trains running on that same rail. So we can get that just going temporarily into another section. So if we cut this and we just copy this thing over like here, for example, we can get this running in a separate rail for now, and then we can fix it later when we get train signaling. I believe that will fix that. Not ideal, but yeah. So you need the same train running everywhere to pick up everything to get this working the way I want it, to sort of save the rail signaling. But I don't know if that's going to work out for us for now. So we'll have to decide by ear whether we want to run 3 separate rails. I mean, it costs nothing to run 3 separate rails, right? So definitely I think running 3 separate rails is the way to go. Now this train is picking it up. It'll stop here. It'll stop here. Pick up 2 loads of red and green, and it'll deliver all that into the vortex, and that will make everybody really happy. So we made some great progress this episode. Finally, we're cooking with fire, guys. We are cooking with fire. We've got trains. We've got so many things to do. We can upgrade our factory to level 3. We can smash out this milestone real quick. And once that is done, we can very easily go and upgrade our blueprint generation. And with a much smaller limit on blueprint points, we're going to be able to build a lot more things, guys. Lots of things to look forward to, but we'll call it the end of this episode for now. But if you don't want to miss out on future episodes, don't forget to like and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching.